Hey, we are back, continuing part two on our science paper, the novel technological and organic infection of unknown origin. Very exciting, and yeah, let's go right into it. We're going to do the background and the disease pathology in this video. Okay, so, okay, yeah, it's just it's late. Just been staying up reading. I mean, I've reread it like 3 or 4 times. It's just so exciting. So yeah, let's crack on, shall we? The Shengji infective agent, SGIA for short, resists easy classification and shares traits with viral organisms, nanotechnology, and also prion diseases. So it's we don't know what it is yet. Let's there's so that's the three main schools of thought. So you've got the virus guys, who are bringing in an association with, the way it spreads. It seems to be stored in the body, and it shares certain things with, nervous system viruses like shingles and stuff. So it can kind of disappear and then come back. So it's got this weird pattern of, sort of outbreaks. So that looks viral. Those guys are on that point. Also, the metallic component, they're like, there's a real interesting idea that it could be zoonosis from like an extremophile bacteria. Because they're the things that live in and around, or some, marine animal that's, got associations with those bacteria, so some deep sea starfish or something that lives in those hydrothermal vents that are covered in, heavy metal ions, right? So that's why it's able to, build these crystalline metallic structures. So there's the virus guys. And then you've got the nanotech guys. And that's interesting because they're not really, not really in public health or disease or anything like that. Big problem there as well. As a lot of the research is it's all classified, right? So it's all sitting in DARPA and other places and like Chinese government research labs. So not much progress on that front. And then sort of the initial idea was of the prion disease because the way that it's like the slow spread and the non-inflammatory, it is damage to the. It does seem to show the protein folding in a similar way to prion diseases. So maybe it's an infective agent that affects protein folding in some way. So so three main schools of thought where it's come from. And what it is, but no consensus yet. It's transmissible. It spreads multiple different ways. Progressive and appears in extremes to be associated with, but we don't know if we haven't got causative stuff on it yet. So and it's really weird. The monkeys, the chimpanzee studies are weird. Like doesn't really infect chimpanzees like our closest relatives. It's very strange. In its extremes, it's invariably fatal. So it eventually does cause neurodegenerative conditions, very similar to fatal familiar insomnia. Like it's, can't sleep and go mad. Yeah, so that's why they thought prion disease as well looks similar, right? The definition of the Shengji infection as both neurodegenerative and non-inflammatory, again, similar to prion stuff. Indeed, it seems to suppress inflammatory responses in the immune system action. I mean, it's almost even more so, right? Like, you'll see the public health stuff later on. Like, some of the cybers, they're infecting themselves because they think it's leading to lower rates of implant rejection, Anyway, we'll come back to that later. So it reduces inflammation, it reduces immune system action around and inflammation around metallic structures. and is also infectious. So suggested initially that it might be a novel form of prion disease associated with misfolding and aggregation of some sort of host encoded cellular protein, but also included some sort of this metallic structure. Right, okay, yeah, so actually we're just going to do the background. So I'm going to need to get another energy drink, staying up late, try not to get too anxious reading all these papers, but yeah, scary stuff. We'll carry on the next one.